This local sports report is presented by Clark Construction Management, a proud supporter of the Junior A Orangeville Northmen. Learn more about Clark Construction by visiting their website at clarkconstructionmgt.com.
It's Game 3 in the best of 7 series for a berth in the championships. The Orangeville Northmen storming out to a 2-0 series lead over the Toronto Beaches. William Firth and the Beaches, down but not out, looking to rally on the road, fight back in the series, and hand the Northmen their first loss of the season. The Northmen looking to move to series point and set up for the sweep on Thursday. Jumping into the first period, and it's a hot start for the Northmen. Keep your eyes on number 24, Caleb Benedict. He likes his look and he rips it from distance, and it's a bullet from Benedict! That's his 9th of the postseason, and it's 1-0 Northmen. Back come the Beaches, and how about this setup for Hamish McPherson? William Firth draws the defender and sets up McPherson, and Hamish equalizes, so it's 1-1. A big goal from McPherson, and only a minute later it's more from Hamish. He's got space in the middle, and he steps into a shot, and it's a beauty roof job from Hamish McPherson. That's 2 back-to-back goals from McPherson, and the Beaches take their first lead of the game. The Beaches feeling the momentum and they look to extend their lead. It's an inside pass for Nathan Pouliot. Big stop Chris Origlieri, so it stays 2-1 Beaches heading to the second. In the second now the Beaches with the ball, but watch the quick transition from Chris Origlieri. He launches a pass down the floor and connects with Elijah Edwards deep in Beaches territory. Elijah's on a one-on-one and he searches for a lane. It's a great spin out and Elijah cuts inside for the equalizer. What an effort from Elijah Edwards, and this one's tied up at 2 each. The Beaches back the other way looking to regain their lead. Watch the ball movement from Toronto. William Firth sets up Matt Collison, and Matt bears down and finishes it. So it's 3-2 Beaches. Late in the second now, the Northmen laying on the pressure, and it's some magic from Joey Spallina. He fakes a shot, drives inside, and sends it a beauty. That's Spallina's 12th of the playoffs, and we're once again tied up. And that was just the start for the Northmen. Later in the frame, and it's more from the Orangeville offense. Aiden Long rips it off the wall. Jameson Bucktooth sends it in! That's a big goal for Bucktooth, his 6th of the playoffs, and it's 4-3 Northmen. And less than a minute later, it's the Northmen keeping the goals coming. Noah Millsap flies in on net and fires. His shot won't go, but Trey Deer's rebound will! That's 3 in a row for the Northmen, and they take a 5-3 lead. Late in the period, now the Northmen with one more chance before the break. Colton Marquis has a wide open lane in the middle, and Colton just doesn't miss those. He finishes his 10th of the playoffs, and it's 6-3 heading to the third. In the third now, the Northmen picking up where they left off, and it's another long shot from Joey Spallina. He aims low, and Spallina makes it 7 for the Northmen. Late in the frame now, dying seconds of a Northman power play, and keep your eyes on the ball. Caleb Benedict sneaks a pass back door for Trey Deer, and Trey's got his 2nd of the night. A big night for Deer, and he'd cap it off with a hat trick minutes later. Joey Spallina rips it off the wall. Deer picks it up in the middle and goes behind the back for his hattie. That's a heads-up finish from Deer, and the Northmen take a commanding 9-3 lead. Chris Origlieri putting up the wall tonight, and he continued to hold the fort here on a 5-on-3 penalty kill. The Beaches set it up for Zach Miller backdoor, but Chris Origlieri makes the stop, and the Northmen kill off the penalties. Late in regulation now, and how about some fireworks to send us home? Nate Ruff and Greg Palmer tangled up at center. This one's over quick as both players receive major penalties, and the Beaches head to the power play. And in the final minute of the game, the Beaches would find the silver lining. Matt Collison finds his own rebound and finishes it, as the Beaches finally break through Origlieri, but the Orangeville Northmen keep the win streak rolling. So it's the Orangeville Northmen taking over in the second period and dominating in the third as they take a commanding win in Game 3 and move to series point. The Northmen will look to close the series out in Game 4 on Thursday.
Obviously our defense is the best in the league, and that's the reason that number on the board is what you see, right? It's a group effort, it's not just one person, and that's how it's able to happen. None of the games in this series are a walk in the park. You got to give it to the Beaches. They battled every game. They're a great team. I think it's going to be a dogfight. You know, the last one's always the hardest one to get. Everybody in sports knows that, right? So we just got to go in there and we got to work our tail off like we've been doing and get the job done.
Our second period in Tony Rose is pretty damn good. First period doesn't really matter how slow we're coming. If we're playing our transition game in the second, we're going to get a lot of goals. I think we've found that that's a common outcome this season, so we've just kind of been trying to stick to that and get our second period opportunities when we can. It was a blur. It kind of happened really fast, but I was looking for a lane, maybe a one-on-one, maybe get a seal. Slowed it down a little bit, backed it up, got pressed up to the boards, and I don't know, muscle memory took in from there, just slipped underneath and got in front for a nice little tuck, so pretty happy with that.